Steph Curry had a season-high 56 points last night in the 121-115 win over the Magic as Golden State is now on a 5-game winning streak. Meanwhile, the Lakers took down the Timberwolves for their 4th straight, both teams with the 2 longest win streaks in the West. Gail, you're up first. Who do you have coming out of the West?
I'm a Laker fan, so Los Angeles Lakers.
Is that the reason? Because you're a fan?
Yes.
Because you're a fan?
Yes, 100%.
Right.
So we have LeBron James, and we just got Luka, Austin Reeves, which was our second best player last year in the 4th quarter. And now we have someone who can do more throughout the game and puts more production in the game for everybody who else can't create for themselves. So I got my Lakers.
Gilbert, I'm going to shock the world here. I can't say I disagree with you. I was at the Lakers game last night. I did not like Anthony Edwards being ejected. I didn't think he deserved that.
Agreed.
Having said all of that, I will say this. Oklahoma City should be, with SGA, with Jalen Williams and the crew, but I'm looking at the combination of a Vanderbilt, a Dorian Finney-Smith, and how they're able to defend. I'm looking at the fact that this is the top-rated defense efficiency-wise over the last 6+ weeks. I never dreamed in my wildest dreams that we'd be able to look at the Lakers and talk about their defense like this without Anthony Davis for the last 12 or 13 games. But that's what we're seeing. We knew that J.J. Redick was going to be a difference maker on the offensive side of the ball because Darvin Ham was primarily about defense. But when you take into account what you've seen the Lakers do defensively, Nate McMillan, Scott Brooks on the bench, what have you, I can't say enough about what I'm seeing from the Lakers. The Lakers got a chance. I'm worried about their size on their front line against a Jokic or whatever, Hartenstein and Chet Holmgren. I wonder about that. But I can't say I disagree with you. I think that right now the Lakers got a damn good chance to come out of the West.
With OKC,
Gilbert, you think they can take Denver?
Yes. I think they can this year. And the reason I think they can is the Denver team that Jokic needs, he doesn't have anymore. He doesn't have the 3-4 shooters that helps him get to play one-on-one.
Right.
You know, what he had before when he won a championship.
Yeah.
You know, he's no different than LeBron or Luka. I need space to play one-on-one. If you decide to help, you got to come from far, and you get open, wide open threes. That's what our guys get now at the Lakers, wide open threes. Denver don't get that anymore. So now you can really key on Jokic and say, all right, Westbrook beat us.
What about Memphis?
I don't, Memphis is just
I got a problem with their shooting ability.
Yeah.
I'm worried about their shooting.
They're just a great team. They're just a good team.
What about Dallas with Anthony Davis and Gafford?
I think they're going to be great defensively. I think Anthony Davis in the 4th quarter is going to be Anthony Davis in the 4th quarter, which means they're lacking that 4th quarter punch. Kyrie has to be Kyrie. Now there's no Luka to be Luka. Now you got 2 combos killing. If Anthony Davis shows what he's been showing in Los Angeles, then you're going to have a problem. He's not. If he disappears in the 4th, then there's really nothing you can do about that.
The Celtics are still the kings of the hill until somebody knocks them off. Who does Stephen A. think is the biggest threat to do that? Okay, so Stephen A., you have the Cavs, then the Thunder, followed by the Lakers, Nuggets, and Mavericks. Gail, I'll start with you. Are the Cavs the biggest threat to the Celtics?
No, not at all. I mean,
not at all.
No, not at all.
Not at all.
Very great regular season team. Last year, same group of guys. I don't even think they won a road game. All their games.
They lost to the Knicks. Yep.
So I don't think they're ready yet to knock off the Boston Celtics.
Right.
So the only team that's really built for it, that has something that Boston will be hurt by if they're shooting a whole bunch of threes, is Giannis. The fact that Giannis plays old-style basketball where he's trying to get to the free throw line and he's making layups. Boston Celtics team go 10 for 51 or those 12s for 62, that would be devastating for them. So he's the only one that can capitalize on those bad shooting nights that Boston will have. And usually it's about, if there's 7 games, they're going to have at least 3 horrible nights. They're going to have 2 great ones and then an average one. And I think if they try that if that's a matchup, I think the the Bucks can upset them.
That's a very good way to look at it, because I often think when you try to evaluate playoff series, you consider margin for error. What level can a team get away from? Can a team win a series playing 2 C-plus games? The Warriors always could. That's why you couldn't beat them. The Cavs, I'm not sure about, and I'm not afraid to say I'm not sure. So this game tonight, I think, is really compelling for a regular season game. The Cavs have won 12 out of 13. Since DeAndre Hunter got there, their average margin of victory is 23 points. The team that they lost to in that stretch was Boston at home. And I'm not going to put everything onto tonight, but I think the Cavs have to play well tonight to demonstrate that. They are a great regular season team. I think they can be a great playoff team, but you're right, they have to prove it. I'm not sure.
I'm not saying they don't have to prove it. I'm saying, looking at what we're seeing right now, you can easily surmise that they're the biggest threat to the Boston Celtics. I completely disagree with you, Gil. And here's the reason why. First of all, they lost to Boston last year, the Knicks the year before, so my apologies about that. But here's the deal. I'm looking, first of all, I believe in Donovan Mitchell. I just do. The brother's a stud, and I think he's going to show up. Kenny Atkinson has figured out something in terms of Mobley and how he's elevated his level of play. Darius Garland is having a better season than he did last year. Allen is available now. Wasn't so much last year. So I'm looking at those cats: rebounding, athleticism, shot blocking capability, overall defensive prowess, a stud on offense in the Donovan Mitchell, cats that can help him in Garland and Mobley. Then you go out and you get a 6'8" dude in Hunter who can both defend on the perimeter and shoot threes. And I think that when you look at Cleveland, it's not an accident that they're the #1 seed in the Eastern Conference, the way that they've been playing. One of my favorite, if not my favorite game of the year, was when they played against OKC in Cleveland. I thought that was a spectacular game. And if that was a finals preview, the only thing that I would hate about that is me having to travel back and forth between those two cities, because that would be a damn nightmare. But outside of that, once I got there to watch these brothers play against one another, I think it would be something special to behold. I'm looking at Cleveland right now. Yes, they have to prove it. But I think they have the personnel to do it. I'm not saying that I would favor them to beat Boston, because Boston is a champion and they're experienced. But I do unquestionably believe that the Cleveland Cavaliers are the #1 threat to the Boston Celtics.
4-2. And if that's the threat, then
4-2?
4-2. And that's a threat Boston has.
Well, let me ask you, do you have anybody beating Boston?
I think the Bucks. If Bucks can match up with them.
Milwaukee Bucks. So
You're
you think the
first
Milwaukee
person
Bucks
that
are
said that on this show.
a greater threat to Boston than Cleveland?
Yeah, they have a Giannis. They have this guy named Giannis down there who only loves layups and free throws. So when you're Donovan Mitchell, you want to shoot a bunch of threes.
I got some things to handle business-wise. But as soon as it is, I'm coming on your damn podcast. We're going to have this argument on that podcast. Okay. I can't believe what you just said on national television. Milwaukee over Cleveland?
Yeah.
Hey, Gilbert's the first person to say it. They did beat Denver last night.
Wanna try to boast at what I look like. Think I'm gonna try to wear, pull up all brains. Jimmy with the heat, I'm on fire. It's 88 over here,